Can the president really buy a home with 0% down once they're out of the presidency? Now, the question comes for us because the president is known as a commander-in-chief, the person that runs our military. If you understand, for folks in the military, they have access to something called a VA loan, meaning that you can put 0% down on a home, you typically get a more competitive interest rate and pay no private mortgage insurance. Fantastic deal. With the president being the commander-in-chief, sometimes folks assume that, oh, he runs the military, so he has access to that once he's out, and that could be one of the benefits of being the president. But the reality is that's not the case. While the president is our commander-in-chief, I was in the military, and so we always, of course, had to answer to the president. I mean, not like directly. It's not like they reached up, and during my time, it was Obama and then Trump. And it's not like they just gave a call or we had to reach out to them, but you would always see their picture in every government building, every military facility you walk into. You see the pictures of all the government officials and the president's at the top. And so since we did have to answer him, and they're the commander-in-chief, we looked into, because we were asked just, hey, can the president use a VA loan once they're out? I was like, dang, can they? I don't know. So then looking into it, they technically can't unless they actually serve, because the president, even though they are our commander-in-chief, they're not technically active duty military or employed by the military directly. So that means that they're technically not accruing the time. Now, I reached out to try to figure that out to see if there's really any more to it, calling up the local VA regional center, try to get an answer. And that one really didn't quite go anywhere because I know it's such an obscure answer for where it's at. But when literally looking at it, the president technically is still a civilian government position. And government civilians don't have access to the VA loan unless they at some point served in the military and hit the requirements. That's being active duty for 90 days, that's having been in the Guard Reserve and acquired some active duty time, or been in generally for at least 6 years, that kind of stuff. So right now, could like President Biden, who's in office right now, once he gets out of the White House, because remember, he's living there for free right now, could he go buy a home with 0% down? In his case, I don't think so, because he never technically served in the military before. Same with Trump. Really, you got to look back and go, what president served in the military? And those are the ones that had the possibility to utilize the VA loan, thus putting 0% down. Last one, most recent, that had the possibility would be George Bush. Now, it depends on his eligibility requirements since it was Guard, not fully active duty. But I know he had a lot of time in and traveled and did a whole lot of good stuff there. So most likely he has it, as well as his father, Bush Sr., and then Reagan before that. But that's whatever it comes down for the president. Can they really buy a home with 0% down? Well, it more so depends on their military service, not as commander-in-chief, but as true active duty or Guard Reserve service that they had outside of being commander-in-chief. Fun random question to get answered. Hope that helped you just know a little bit more about what the president has as their benefits, not the VA loan. Take care.